What's up guys, welcome to Void of Dust Gaming, your channel for Arena of Valor content, and today I've got something special for you. We're having kind of a troll game. We're having Murad and Nekroth on the duo lane as a fatal duo, and we are playing against a 5 queue, so that means we're playing against 5 people from the same guild and they will be pre-made, and they're fighting against us. We are a 3-people queue with 2 random players, and I hope you guys are really curious how it turns out. I will be Arduin on the solo lane with a new build focusing completely and entirely on the shield, like the shield mechanics that he's got from his second ability. And if you like the video, just hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, a subscription would be highly appreciated. I hope you guys enjoy the video, so have fun.
So here's the build that can make Florentino cry. It's the decent and pretty standard build that I'm running on Arduin all the time. You see, we've got just one damage item, like one pure damage item with the Fenrir's Tooth. The rest of it is pure tank itemness. So we've got everything that you need, from the Mantle of Wrath over the Frost Cape to Hercules Madness, as well as we are playing the Medallion of Troy for the shield effect, because, and I'm gonna show that immediately, the shield is what it's all about. So I've got 10 times Indomitable, I've got 10 times Benevolence, and I've got 10 times Skewer. So this is kind of 22 times and 20 Arcana just on the tank stuff, so we get more HP. And I do use the Skewer for some damage, and we're trying something new here. So we do have the Tower Blessing, just for the additional resistance stuff. And this time we're going full damage on the shield, like the full build is all about the shield. So we're using Regrowth, because we get 2 shields. The one is from our second ability, and the second one is from the Medallion of Troy. And then we're losing the Explosive Shield as well. So this is kind of like the shield build. The other build that I've been using is the so-called heal or the health build. That build would feature the River Treader here, as well as the Nature's Gift, as well as the Nature's Rage. That's the other build. And this time we're using the Lockheim thing for some sustain, and we're having the Bone Cutter for some additional resistance. So this is all about the shield. Guys, you have to know that the shielding increases with your health bar. So the more health you have, the bigger your shield is gonna get. But I wanted to try something new. So this is kind of like a test build that I've been using not that often on Arduin, because I don't play him that regularly on today's battlefield. So yeah, this is the build, and I would say let's just see how I dealt with Florentino. And here we go. So as you can see, pretty standard team. As I said, this is something spectacular, as we don't really have an AD carry, but we do have 2 AD based heroes on the bottom lane. And yeah, the better bot lane wins. That's the stuff, the signature spell of this match. So let's see how the bot lanes are providing the damage. And as I said, I'm up against Florentino, who's, without arguing, one of the best solo laners in the game, especially in one-on-one situations. So I was not overconfident battling him, because as you can see, he's already level 2 right now, and he's making his way to level 3. And I have not established my level 2 ability yet. So all right, I'm going in here, and I just did not see that coming. Like that was completely out of hand. We were all a bit surprised that the level 2 gank was installed at this very early stage of the game, but it could just be because Florentino is, as I said, one of the best solo laners in the game, and therefore he might just have called for help. I don't know, we can't see it because we don't have the full global view on this game, unfortunately. That would be actually quite cool to see what the enemy was shouting at this point of the game. if you have played it, but it doesn't matter. So now we are up against Florentino again. And as you can see, we are still dealing good amounts of damage, but now we have to retreat to get some stuff back. And unfortunately, we're not dealing damage or not fighting him under tower. That's a bad thing, but here goes the shield. It's just melting down in an instant, and he can't do it. I was lucky enough to strike him dead under my tower. And as I said beforehand, we did not fight him under tower, but we do get something from the Afata tree. We do get a bonus as soon as we stand next to the tower. And I think that thing just saved my life. Otherwise, I would have been mashed potatoes, ready mashed potatoes, Arduin potatoes. So here we go again. I'm up and I'm done. Fairly easy. I don't want to take it because that's gonna give stacks to the butterfly. And Marja is doing a good job on roaming towards the bottom lane. And as you can see, she's scored a kill here. I thought that my team was going in, but they didn't. And I was lucky enough to get out here without being ganked from the top lane. Florentino did not really roam that much at the beginning of the game, so it was all rightish. And I'm able to fuel up my health a little bit. And here we go. There he is. So I just got my boots. He's doing the vision bird. Doesn't really matter. It just doesn't matter. Like, I don't really care. It's funny because he's just dealing so much damage. He's got the true damage from his stuff. He's got the health reduction, and we are going in. I don't know what the deal was about this. Like, I think that he thought he could deal with me. And here you can see the Death Sickle. That was the Death Sickle stuff, but the passive from the first item towards the Mantle of Ra, as well as the other stuff, just made him dead. So I killed Florentino in a one-on-one situation, and I was having less life than full life. So what do you guys think about this? He did not call, so I wasn't too sure if he's gonna make it, because otherwise I would have joined. So we are on level 6 at the moment, and our mana is a little bit low. So I was asking myself, should I really deal with him? Should I go in? Is there a gank? Will there be a gank? Is someone ganking? What is life all about? Is he wearing a fedora? And what if they would have invented some questions and questions? I did not pop my one immediately, but the problem was that I was doing it again here, and he's just jumping around like an idiot. So I had to go back and stay under the tower. Like, now he's got some items. I think he's got some gold, so he's finally able to deal more damage to me than he was initially. And I just thought that it might be a good idea to go back. Like, it's not gonna help me if I'm dead. And that was like the funniest moment throughout the game. A pre-made 5er team is like, report my jungle. Like, we do that from time to time, but I just had the feeling they mean it. So what is their situation here? They're in the same guild. Dude, like, that was... And I missed my one again. And I don't see what's going on here. Like, I don't really know what his plan was. Good gank from the butterfly again, so she saved my life twice. Getting the health pack here. And yeah, I just want to mention that we are on a 12-5 at the moment, and we are dealing with a non-ADC bot lane. May the boss bot lane win, said the Telenas here. Dealing some damage to the tower, but I have to go out because I can't really do shit against him. Like, not on my own, because now comes the peak where I start to fall behind a little bit, where I don't really deal that much damage. Like in situations against 1 or 2 players, my shield can actually be quite beneficial if I do get some support later on. But at the beginning, it's kind of level 8. I think mid-game is a little bit tough for me. Because as you can see right now, there are now some magic damage dealers. So my missing magic resistance is not really of any use to that, of course, because I don't have magic resistance right now. And now I've got to be careful. I was just going in here because I had Necroth with me. So I was overly confident that we could take on Florentino as soon as he starts ganking, like jumping around like an idiot. So that was just about right. Like, everything went on smoothly. And now we've got Raz in here. And there we go. Shut down for the Marja, and I have to get back here. Whew, that was close. That was really close. So I'm building the Hercules Madness right now. In hindsight, I should have gone with the Medallion of Troy for the shield as well as the magic resistance that I was talking about right now. Aoife is gonna be a little bit more dangerous, as well as Raz is just scaling crazily. Not a match here. Not a match at all, and that was just tilting around. He still stands a beating. That's actually quite good, but he can't do shit against us. So that was alright. Like, I liked the fact how we went out here. 4-1-4. That's okay-ish. It's gonna be worse at the end of the game, but someone had to do it, so don't bother. And you can see my clear speed is not the greatest. Like, you can just see that I have built quite tanky, and sometimes I do need my shield to get a little bit more damage on the other attacks, which is fine. I know how to deal with that. And we make an approach towards their tower. Here we go. And Florentino again. And here comes a classic scene. Like, I'm already pretty low, and now we're fighting 2 enemies. And I bloodbathed the shit out of him. So it takes more than 1 enemy in order to get Arduin on this level of the game, because your sustained damage is quite nice. Like, with the Mantle of Ra combined with your shield, things are actually looking quite good. Like, I max my shield first always, because that's like your bread and butter. You want to have your shield in the most complicated situations always on, so you gotta wait for it, and then if you pop it, everything is just great. You can use 1-1 and then ult, or you can use your ult as a gap closer to get in immediately, pop your 1, press your shield, and then 1 afterwards, or you 1-1 and then use your shield with the gap closer to deal more damage to them and follow up with some other attacks. Like, that's totally up to you, and it depends heavily on the situation that you're fighting against. But that's just something that has kind of warmed my heart throughout the games. And I think I've got like a 60.1% win rate on Arduin. He's one of the best characters that I can play with, and I'm always happy if they don't really buff or nerf him, because that just means I can play my Arduin the way that I want to play him. The only thing that's going to change constantly is the itemization. Like, from time to time, there will be an item that is going to be changed throughout the process, but that's totally fine. Like, you can deal with that. What's going on, dog? Look, guys, here's my dog. He's a little bit tired today. Poor thing. And he's super into cuddling right now. I don't know what's going on. So, wow. Telenos is just dealing too much damage to us. And her range is crazily good. And I need to get out here. There's not really that much that I can do against it. And I try to bait him. Or I try to kind of put him into position, and that's the sad thing. We did not get a kill on Florentino. That is not good. That's actually not nice of him not dying there. At least Murad seals the deal and he gets another kill. So we are on a 23 versus 11 lead. And we've got a lot of towers. As you can see, we have already ripped 4 towers and the enemy team managed to just get 1 tower. And besides the one in the middle, which is always well thought, or people always fight about the thing in the middle. Things are actually looking quite good. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's kind of late here. I need to check out that Marja build. Like she was just dealing so much damage. It was crazy. Abyssal Dragon secured, which is always a good thing. Murad is pretty low, but then he just got rid of that stupid Zip. No one likes Zip. Zip is annoying as hell. And I don't know why, but I thought that, like right now, I've seen it in the recap that Murad was really low. But when we were playing, I did not pay attention to it. And I was thinking that he's gonna support me here. But he can't, or he couldn't, because he was so low, and I was just going in because of my thinking that he will join the fight, but he did not, and now we've got a triple kill. So the butterfly is actually making a great way towards the towers. Look at that health bar. Isn't it beautiful? And as soon as we pop the shield, it's gonna be even beautifuler. More beautiful. I love me some shields. Nice. And I went in, and now I'm dead. Zip was doing great here in this scene of the game. Like that was really good. I don't know why Marja did farm around the jungle here. Did not really make that much sense. 10k gold. She's almost full build. Like, okay, I can see that she wanted to upgrade to the last level, and now look at that damage. Oh my goodness. Oh, and we do get a shield fake, and we do get a shield from the madness as well. So we got 3 different shields. Do they stack? And they popped. Nice double kill here. And it was really important for Murad and Necroth to go in with the Cybercore skin. That was. I hope you guys have realized that they both went with the Cybercore, because that really means something to them. So we're close to being full build. I don't know what Thastra means. Not in my language. And here we go, another tower. Another tower, another dead enemy, and close to finish. So guys, I don't want to spoil it, but this is not one of the games where we actually lose the game while we have won for 17 minutes. So what I want to point out is just that we were fighting against 5 people queued up from the same guild in one single team, and they did not manage to win against our team with a 3 people queue and 3 people queue, I'm dead. 3 people queue and 2 random players. And we didn't have a normal bot lane. We had 2 assassins on the bot lane, and we managed to play a 35-18, which is just crazy. And Marja is just ripping them apart. Like, she's dealing so much damage. I want to know what enchantments she took, but I guess I will never find out. I can just tell from the icons what kind of tree she took, but I won't get the exact items because from the build, like the item build from the armory, I take exactly the same, and my Marja doesn't deal that much damage. And please look at the damage that I've soaken up. Was that the, or was it the other game? I think it was the other game. Was it? I'm not entirely sure. Here comes the build. There you go. That's the Marja build. Double armor penetration. 39.5 damage taken. Yeah, that was the game. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching and enjoy your evening. I'm Void of Dust Gaming. Bye-bye.